Hello and welcome to Newsroom Charcha, HW News' weekly podcast, where every week the team at HW comes together and discusses the trending topics of the week that has gone by. I am Shubham Chauhan. Joining me this week on the podcast is Shashank Nair. Hello, Shashank.
Hello.
We have Jash Hirani with us. Hello, Jash.
Hi, Shubham.
And this week, what were the biggest stories? I think the biggest one was BJP MP from Mandi and actress Kangana Ranaut going on a spree of interviews and making, problematic remarks. I do not want to use more harsh language for to describe the kind of remarks that she has made. But for our listeners, so she has a movie coming out that's called Emergency. It's based on the 1975 emergency that was declared by then Prime Minister Indira Gandhi. So, and she's portraying the character of Indira Gandhi. But so in the lead up to the release of the movie, she is giving a lot of interviews, and in one such interviews, Josh, you want to start? What was it that she said that really triggered a remark, and even the BJP reprimanded her for that?
तो मेन तो जो हुआ कंगना रनौत के साथ, कंगना रनौत इंटरव्यू में उनसे एक सवाल पूछा गया था कि फार्मर प्रोटेस्ट को कैसे देखते हैं. तो कंगना रनौत ने बोला कि देयर वर रेप्स हैपनिंग, देयर वर मर्डर्स हैपनिंग. तो उन्होंने जो डायरेक्टली कंपेयर कर दिया, एक रेप जरूर हुआ था फार्मर प्रोटेस्ट के टाइम पे, वो मैं आपको मेंशन कर देता हूँ, लेकिन उन्होंने पूरा प्रोटेस्ट को एक लेबल दे दिया कि देयर वर रेप्स हैपनिंग, देयर वर मर्डर्स हैपनिंग. तो उससे इतना ज्यादा आउटरीच हुआ और हर जगह से उनको फ्लैग मिलना भी स्टार्ट हो, डेथ थ्रेट्स भी आना स्टार्ट हो गए उनको. और मेन क्रक्स यही है कि उन्होंने एक प्रोटेस्ट को एक जो अभी चीज इतनी सेंसिटिव है, रेप जैसी चीज, उससे पूरा एसोसिएट कर दिया. तो मेन यही है.
And there are several remarks actually. So like I said, she gave multiple interviews. There was one I remember that she gave some months back before she joined BJP and became an MP. She said, "We got actual independence only after 2014." That was one bizarre statement that she made in the recent interviews. And what else she said? She spoke about Rahul Gandhi, ना?
LOP, राहुल गांधी ने LOP बनने के लिए क्या तीर मारा है, ये सवाल पूछा गया था.
And the anchor said 100 सीट जीत के आए.
Yeah, 99.
She won. He won 99 seats.
99 seats. So when he countered her, so she was like, अगर ऐसा बात होना है तो अभी क्या ही बोल सकते हैं. And also one more you're missing out. She had said that Subhash Chandra Bose was first Prime Minister of India. That was also
disastrous. I mean, again, nothing to take away from her acting ability, but
लेकिन वो जो फ्लैग आ रहा है उनको रेप के ऊपर, शिरोमणि अकाली दल के फॉर्मर एमपी ने बोला कि कंगना को तो रेप का बहुत एक्सपीरियंस होगा. फिर उसके बाद आकाश बैनर्जी जैसे भी लोग हैं जो ट्विटर पे स्लट शेमिंग करते हैं. मतलब ठीक है, एक इंसान ने एक ऐसा कमेंट किया जो सही नहीं था, लेकिन आप उसको काउंटर करने के लिए वापस से कुछ ऐसा बोल दो कि जो चीज गलत है. मेरे हिसाब से टू रॉन्ग्स डोंट मेक अ राइट. तो
हाँ, फेयर. आई मीन
दोनों मतलब एक एटलीस्ट एक साइड को मैच्योरिटी दिखाना चाहिए मेरे हिसाब से.
But I mean, still doesn't take away from the fact that the remarks that she made, in fact, so much so, the first one, what was that remark where the BJP said she's not authorized to make...
This is the one, the farmers protest.
Farmers protest.
Actually, the thing is that there are elections which are dated in Haryana.
They are slotted in Haryana.
Yeah, they're slated in Haryana. So now the BJP does not want to do mistakes that they did in the Lok Sabha elections. So motor mouths have already done a lot of damage to the Bharatiya Janata Party. So they've cleared it that this is not a party stance, and she has been asked to refrain from speaking such kind of language. But what my personal opinion is, this is my personal opinion, I think these kinds like Smriti Irani to some extent, earlier she was, now Kangana Ranaut, these kind of people are specially designated by the BJP to make such statements, and they make such statement, they check the mood, that is it resonating with the people. If it does, then other leaders also take part in that. If that does not, then they distance themselves. So I think these are all part of the BJP BJP strategy only.
I partially agree, but again, to the fact that BJP is not the only party that has motor mounts. In fact, BJP's own, if you take BJP's own example, there was Pragya Singh Thakur who hailed Nathuram Godse, who was the killer of Mahatma Gandhi. She hailed him, and that was a remark that really drew a lot of flack on. Yes,
Nathuram Godse Deshbhakt.
She'd called Nathuram Godse Deshbhakt, and the Prime Minister then said that I will never forgive her.
दिल से माफ नहीं कर सकता.
I will never forgive her for such a remark. But the fact is, she was representing the Bharatiya Janata Party in Parliament. She was an MP from Bhopal in Madhya Pradesh. So that was one classic example we saw of a motor mouth of a parliamentarian resorting to such language or such statements. And in Kangana's case also, it's not that she's joined the BJP and then she's went on to become this person who just gives out controversial statements. I think by nature, the reason why she has made headlines, of course, there's the acting part, but for her comments, they've always been controversial for the kind of claims that she makes, unverified claims that she makes for just the
also former president he had referred to him as first Dalit president of
India.
Ramnath Kovind.
Ramnath Kovind. So that was, I think, what did she pronounce it? It was Ram Kovind as Ram Kovind. So it's been this entire week has just been Kangana making one remark, then the BJP issuing a clarification that she does not represent the party's stance, which is kind of ironical because she's a member of parliament on your ticket. You were the one who gave her a chance to fight the election. So to say that an MP does not.
ऐसा मैं कहूँगा कि ऐसे एलिमेंट्स हर पार्टी में आप अंकल सैम को देखेंगे.
सैम पित्रोदा.
हाँ, उन्होंने भी जो बोला था रिसेंटली बोला था कि अफ्रीकन्स और नॉर्थ ईस्टर्न्स जो है वो चाइनीज है और जो भी, फिर उनको पार्टी में से निकाला, फिर इलेक्शन के बाद वापस पार्टी में ले लिया. आप यूबीडी शिवसेना यूबीडी में देखोगे तो संजय राउत, अब उनको मैं ज्यादा बोलूंगा नहीं, गाली वाली दे देते हैं वो, और चैनल शायद मोनेटाइजेशन बंद हो जाएगा.
we'll stay, forget monetization. I think as a matter of ethics and principles, we'll stay clear of that. For our listeners, we don't wish to repeat some of the words, some of the language that our politicians have used.
मेन यही है कि इन सब एलिमेंट्स को थोड़ा अगर इग्नोर किया जाए, कंगना रनौत है, बाकी भी जो मैंने नेम्स लिए वो है, और सीरियस इश्यूज पे अगर फोकस करें तो मेरे हिसाब से कंट्री को एक डायरेक्शन मिलेगा.
हाँ, I mean it's tough to ignore when Shashank, you want to say something? Go ahead.
What I think is that we are discussing this thing. Now, I think this is all part of the emergency films promotion.
Correct.
Because today we are compelled to speak on this because it is so much in the news and it is now politically connected. Otherwise, would we have been talking about emergency film?
Correct. I think it
is some kind of PR. I think
it's some kind. I think it is PR. You like he said, you have to ignore. But the point is, when you speak to 10 media houses and those interviews keep coming out every day, and someone picks up that one chunk and puts it on Twitter and makes it viral, you ought to talk about it. Just the foolishness of is not expected from a member of parliament for the kind of unverified, unsubstantiated statements that she has made. So what merits a discussion is not what she actually said and how you examine that comment. Is more to do with, look, this is a member of parliament, for crying out loud, that we are talking about, from the ruling party, that is making such absurd statements. All of it, like Shashank said, that would culminate into PR for her movie that is coming out, which is called Emergency. And I think on that note, I want to speak about this. You've seen the trailer, na? How did you find the trailer?
मुझे तो मतलब अगर हम उस सेलिब्रिटी की पर्सनालिटी को अगर साइड में रखें तो मुझे वो ट्रेलर तो बहुत अच्छा लगा. मतलब स्पेशली जो अटल बिहारी वाजपेयी का जो रोल किया है श्रेयस तलपड़े ने, इतना मतलब वो जो पंकज त्रिपाठी ने जो रोल किया था उससे भी बेटर मैं एक्सपेक्ट कर रहा हूँ कि श्रेयस तलपड़े ने एक्ट किया होगा, क्योंकि पंकज त्रिपाठी ने थोड़ा सा एग्जैजरेट करके अगर देखोगे तो हाथ थोड़ा ज्यादा ऐसा हिला के बोलना, थोड़ा ज्यादा एक्सप्रेसिव हो गया, लेकिन वैसा एक्चुअली अटल बिहारी वाजपेयी है नहीं। मैं एक्सपेक्ट कर रहा हूँ कि इसमें बहुत अच्छा डिपिक्शन होगा इमरजेंसी, स्पेशली 1971 वॉर, जो इंडिया ने बहुत पूरे धूमधाम से सेलिब्रेट भी हुआ था वो वॉर इंडिया में, वो भी बहुत अच्छे से दिखाया होगा, इमरजेंसी भी दिखाई होगी। और आई एक्सपेक्ट गुड डायरेक्शन, गुड स्टोरी टेलिंग फ्रॉम द फिल्म। ट्रेलर देख के तो बहुत सही लग रहा है।
I mean, when the trailer came out, of course.
और मैं तो थिएटर में देखने जा रहा हूँ।
So if anyone from the emergency team is watching, you have one person who will, at least one person in our newsroom.
मेरा एक दोस्त भी है।
So we have Mr. Hirani. He'll take 2 people along to watch that film. But I think the reason why that film really made.
लेकिन एक है वो, मतलब प्रोपेगेंडा नहीं होना चाहिए वो फिल्म, मतलब
हाँ, I was coming to.
वो डायरेक्शन इतना अच्छा लग रहा है ट्रेलर के हिसाब देखने के बाद, उसमें बस जेन्युइन स्टोरी टेलिंग हो तो और मजा है। ये मैं एक्सपेक्ट कर रहा हूँ।
It is tough to like just said he's expecting. I'm finding it, like I said, the trailer opened to diverse reactions. There was particularly there was a lot of backlash from the Sikh community over how they were depicted in the trailer. At least we don't know.
Right.
The movie is slated to come out next week. We are recording this on the 31st of August evening. But yeah, because of the subject that it has touched upon, which is the emergency, which is no doubt one of the darkest chapters of independent India. What really happened in those months from 1975 till 1977, before the emergency was withdrawn. And B, which is what my point was, that you're expecting it doesn't end up becoming propaganda. I mean, I won't be surprised if it ends up becoming a propaganda. I mean, when you touch such subjects, it is, unless it's been made by an independent filmmaker or someone who's really done a lot of research, it's very tough to look at it from a non-propaganda perspective that just spoke about. And we've seen these Uri, there was a film
Accidental Prime Minister.
There was
Modi film.
Oh yeah, that was Narendra Modi played by Vivek Oberoi.
वो देख के ऐसा लगता है सलमान खान ने शायद सही किया था।
So that film came out. Then more recently you had there was one on Atal Bihari Vajpayee where
just before the election.
ठीक नहीं लगा।
Maybe that was, मतलब इतना नहीं ठीक लगा because the character was so larger than life. The person who has been played is so larger than life कि शायद वो थोड़ा caricature थोड़ा ज्यादा हो गया, इसकी वजह से शायद इतना नहीं लोग।
More than the character, I think the story arc itself, if you see, I mean, it's tough to, like I said, when any politician / political party / a filmmaker who is associated with a political party, and we've seen that in Marathi cinema as well. There were films on Bal Thackeray and now Anand Dege with a second
just
part.
Before the Maharashtra election.
Yes, we have a second part. Yes, a second part of the movie is coming out. So it's tough to expect there will be zero propaganda. I mean, Kangana Ranaut is what? She's written it, she's directed it, she's produced it.
Producer?
I don't know. I'm just.
मेरे हिसाब से लगता नहीं है कि लिखा।
So there, she's directed it. That I know for sure. She directed it. She's acted in it, and if she's produced it also. Her production houses has done it.
थोड़ा difficult है उसके लिए।
I don't know. Yes, sir.
I would like to understand from you. Do you think these kind of films, to what extent do they help politically in electoral benefit? Do they have any electoral benefit?
Look, it's tough to quantify it because there is no research or study with proper data that shows that this work. Such films work, or such films rather end up deciding the electoral fate of a particular candidate or a particular party. What it does, it adds in today's time. Cinema is just it has become one of the many tools that political parties deploy in election time, before election time, to ensure that their story or their version. I'm sure you were talking about, say, a film like the one that was made on Bal Thackeray. It was produced by Sanjay Raut, if I'm not mistaken. Correct?
Sanjay Raut.
Sanjay Raut. Yes, he had produced that. And the one who directed it is also connected to either MNS or Shiv Sena. Abhijit Panse was the maker of the film on Bal Thackeray. So again, the larger point being, you can't quantify such things into electoral this thing. I don't know how much, even if you just think of it on the top of your head, I really doubt what it does. What is it that it actually does? But in some cases, if the movie turns out to be like Uri, when Uri came out, and the way the entire surgical strike and the entire thing was depicted, of course, there was a lot of dramatization as well. That was, the filmmakers gave a clear this thing. So in some cases, while it may work commercially at the box office, something like Uri did, if I'm not mistaken, Uri did really well for the story and for the acting. Even in fact, in Dharmaveer, the one that was made on Anand Dighe, who's Maharashtra Chief Minister Eknath Shinde's mentor, I am forgetting the name of the actor. He played the role of Anand Dighe. Prasad Oak. So he also, if I'm not mistaken, he also got a lot of applause for not making the character of Anand Dighe too caricaturish, yet looking the part. In fact, the way he...
और धर्मवीर की अगर हम बात करें तो it all connected because धर्मवीर film आई and उसके कुछ ही time बाद we saw the coup.
Yes, that was...
I don't think that before that entire Maharashtra knew Anand Dighe. I think
I'm sure
beyond
Anand
Thane,
Dighe,
I don't think most people knew Anand Dighe.
Anand Dighe, I think more than knowing Anand Dighe, it was the story of Anand Dighe, from where he began, how he groomed these people around him, including the likes of Eknath Shinde, who he was very close to. So it was more to do with the story, but all of it, it's just, I don't know. I'm not sure. I haven't seen if it is. So, but again, one way or the other, it is what it is, and these films. But yeah, the point why I wanted to come to this is the film. Kangana has claimed that it hasn't gotten CBFC. It is Prasoon Joshi. इनमें एक फकीरी है मोदी जी, एक फकीरी है आप में. So it is
वो काफी अच्छा इंटरव्यू था.
He's a well-known lyricist, writer, Prasoon Joshi. That interview of his, really, एक फकीरी है आप में मोदी जी, that was in the UK. Now he's heading the censor board, and Kangana claims that they haven't gotten clearance from the censor board. But the point being, Shashank spoke about it briefly. The Sikh community they've expressed their unhappiness. They have objected to the fact that we have not been portrayed correctly. Jash, I want you to weigh in on this: creative freedom and hurting sentiments. Where do you draw the line?
देखो, रिसेंटली ना मैं हाई कोर्ट्स बहुत फॉलो कर रहा हूँ, और मैंने एक हियरिंग सुन रहा था मैं कलकत्ता हाई कोर्ट में एक फिल्म के ऊपर. उस फिल्म का नाम मैं बाद में लेता हूँ. पहले मैं बोलूँगा कि वो फिल्म को उस पर पेटिशन क्या था. पेटिशन ये था कि कम्युनल टेंशन्स प्रमोट करने के लिए ये फिल्म पे बैन लगना चाहिए या इसके रिलीज पे. और वो फिल्म का नाम है डायरी ऑफ वेस्ट बंगाल करके. ये पेटिशन आई थी कलकत्ता हाई कोर्ट के अंदर, और वहाँ के तभी बैठे थे चीफ जस्टिस ऑफ कलकत्ता हाई कोर्ट. उन्होंने बहुत सही बात बोली कि इफ यू डोंट लाइक द फिल्म, डोंट वॉच द फिल्म.
Correct.
If you don't like the book, don't read the book.
Best.
मेरे हिसाब से क्रिएटिव फ्रीडम होना चाहिए कंट्री में, लेकिन वो एब्सोल्यूट नहीं होना चाहिए. जैसे फ्रीडम ऑफ स्पीच होता है, बट दैट शुड नॉट बी एब्सोल्यूट फ्रीडम ऑफ स्पीच. आप कुछ भी नहीं बोल सकते, लेकिन क्रिएटिव फ्रीडम होना चाहिए. सेंसर बोर्ड है उसके लिए. सेंसर बोर्ड अगर क्लियर कर रहा है, देन उसको आप बैन वगैरह करो. अथॉरिटी है वहां पे. अथॉरिटी अगर क्लियर कर रहा है तो फिर there should be no problem.
Shashank, you
creative freedom होना चाहिए.
Yes, I'll come to the Calcutta High Court remark that Just referred to for our listeners. This exchange, this case when it came up in the Calcutta High Court, is a video of it. We have published it on our channel. We'll attach a link in the description. Shashank, creative freedom.
हाँ शुभम, मुझे ये लगता है कि जितना आप ये एक साइड में रखते हो, जितना आप बैन करोगे ना वो चीजें, लोग कहीं ना कहीं उनके पास अलग अलग माध्यम, आज आप इंटरनेट के एरा में जी रहे हो, 5G सबके पास है आज, तो लोग उसको उपलब्ध करा ही लेंगे किसी भी कीमत. If you take the example of BBC documentary,
the Modi story.
The Modi story. So I had extensively covered that story. So basically, in TISS, that is Tata Institute of Social Sciences, there was a protest that the students wanted to screen the documentary, but the BJP youth wing had opposed it. But eventually, they screened it on their laptops. So you cannot stop people from watching something, at least in this era where everything is available on the internet. So if you are stopping something, then वो तो उल्टा ज्यादा परकुलेट होगा. तो जितना अब देखिए, आप सावरकर वाली जो फिल्म आई थी वो कब आई कब गई पता भी नहीं चला. अगर उस पर कांग्रेस ने अगर ऑब्जेक्शन किया होता तो शायद उसको वो उतना माइलेज मिल जाता. तो वही चीज है.
So I think where I stand on this is pretty clear. I think the Chief Justice of the Calcutta High Court summed it up perfectly. If you do not like something, do not watch it. To my mind, banning really doesn't help, doesn't solve the problem. Then if you talk about religious sentiments being hurt, again, I'm talking from a creative perspective, again, not to cast any aspersions on any community and or even taking responsibility for how it has been depicted in a particular film. That is absolutely the filmmaker's discretion. I would not like to comment on that aspect, but if you look at it just from a creative perspective, there is a filter which is or there is an authority that is meant to regulate films, ensure that it gets the suitable rating. So say for example, if the movie has a lot of cuss words, the censor board will either trim it, will ask the filmmaker to trim it, or it'll say that look, we'll give you an adult certificate, so people only 18 plus can watch it. And I think this film should not be treated any differently. Emergency as a film should not be treated any differently, again, only purely from a creative standpoint. If you do not like something, do not watch it. It doesn't mean that the film should be banned altogether. If you ban it, then like the incident that Shashank said, that which is applicable for anything and everything on this planet. If you ban something, the curiosity is sparked even more, and people would want to know why it has been banned, which is when they will end up watching it even further. And if you look at sentiments, then I think it really boils down to whose sentiment do you really follow. And I want both of you to come in on this. When you speak of sentiment, this happened, I remember distinctly, when the film Padmavat came out, that was made by Sanjay Leela Bhansali. And again, there was a lot of chaos. Karni Sena was up in arms saying, we will protect the rights of Rajput women. I remember there's a lot of theatrics and this Talwar Bazi showing on television and all of that, which absolutely, and then he had to change from Padmavati, it became Padmavat, as if that made a world of a difference. Again, which was absolutely wrong. The whole point of creativity, it is subjective. Creativity is subjective. You may agree with something, you may not agree with something. And like the filmmaker said, that if I'm putting out a disclaimer that, look, my film is based on these points. It's based on someone's poem. It's based on someone's story. It is based on a book. So be that as it may, but again, banning should really not be the solution. So if Emergency as a film faces any hurdles in its release, I think we are just a week away. We're 1 week away from the release of the film.
6 September.
6 September. So I think it would not be correct if the film faced any hurdles in its release. Again, we are, like I said, we are recording this on the 31st of August. And as of now, Kangana, who's the director / actor,
CBFC का गठन भी हुआ था, तो it was meant to only certify initially. उनका काम सीन काटना था भी नहीं. ये तो फिर अमेंडमेंट और इन चीजों के बाद जाके सेंट्रल बोर्ड फॉर सर्टिफिकेशन ऑफ फिल्म्स, तो खाली फिल्म को सर्टिफिकेट, आप A, UA या U जो है उस तरीके का सर्टिफिकेट देने का काम CBFC का था.
नहीं, बट मैं तो आई एम सेइंग, ये जो है ना कि ये बैन कर दो, दिस मूवी विल I won't be surprised. I think किसी ने बोला होगा या नहीं भी, तो अभी बोल भी देंगे. Some opposition
अकाली दल ने बोला है
ना-
बैन करने के लिए.
बैन करने के लिए. So या कोई opposition state बोलेगा नहीं, I will not let this movie release. फिर in fact and on the other side,
रेवंत
I'll-
रेड्डी ने बोला है we'll think of
correct. And then there will be some states like in some, I think the one that was made by Vivek Aginotri, who's on the spree of making
Kashmir files.
Kashmir files. Some states said we will make it tax free. We will screen it every gully, every chauraha.
हाँ.
So that is something. But again, banning altogether is
मैं
not.
इस पे एक टेक देना चाहूंगा कि इंडिया एज अ सोसाइटी जो है वो बैनिंग कल्चर में बिलीव नहीं करता है. मतलब उसका जो फंडामेंटल कॉन्शियस जो है वो बैनिंग कल्चर में बिलीव नहीं करता है. हम लोग हमेशा से फ्रीडम ऑफ स्पीच के बारे के तरफ ही रहे, डिबेट डिस्कशन के तरफ ही रहे हम लोग. हिस्टोरिकली मैं ये बोल रहा हूँ. और हम कोई आप एक ऑथर के बारे में मैं बोलना चाहूंगा, रुश्दी, सलमान रुश्दी के बारे में. उनकी एक किताब बैन हुई थी,
Satanic verses.
हाँ, सैटेनिक वर्सेस बैन हुई थी. और इंडिया में भी बैन हुई और भी कंट्रीज में बैन हुई वो. और आपको रिसेंटली पता चलेगा कि उनकी एक आग भी फोड़ दी गई थी.
Someone had stabbed him.
रुश्दी ने.
हाँ.
वो भी कहाँ पे? यूनाइटेड किंगडम में. यूनाइटेड किंगडम में सोचो, मतलब इंडिया अभी भी बहुत टॉलरेंट सोसाइटी है, मैं बोल रहा हूँ. और ये बैनिंग कल्चर अगर आप लाओगे, ये बैन करो, वो बैन करो, बुक बैन करो, फिल्म बैन करो, सीरियल बैन करो, शो बैन करो, ये खींचता चला जाएगा इंटॉलरेंस के तरफ.
और वो
सोसाइटी
already-
अपने आप इंटॉलरेंट हो
हाँ, and
जाएगी.
वो already हो रहा है. We are seeing with every second web series. I read up, अच्छा नहीं, someone has gone to the high court saying, नहीं, this is too much of nudity, too much of gali galoj, too much. No, you are hurting my sentiment. No, you are not depicting this properly. No, there is historical inaccuracy. If the filmmaker is well within his or her right to make that film. So I think on that point we can wind up. The comments that she made, that Kangana Ranaut made, absolutely disastrous. Not at all expected from an MP. Bizarre claims. While the ruling party may say that she is not authorized to speak on public matters, fact is she's an MP from your political party. She represents the one constituency of this country. So to have that kind of a representative, absolutely, I don't know, preposterous, if I have to put it more in a more polished way. But and on the second point, her film banning isn't the solution. I think that's Shashank, Jash, we all three of
बैन
us,
नहीं हो सकता, मतलब
all three
कोई
of
भी
us,
फिल्म हो.
all three of us, I think
कोई
really.
दूसरी विचारधारा की भी अगर कोई फिल्म हो, किसी भी आइडियोलॉजी पे,
हाँ, let it release. If you don't like it,
सेंसर बोर्ड हाँ बोल रहे हैं, फिर आपको क्या
and in the words of the Calcutta High Court Chief Justice, if you do not like, do not watch it. So on that note, what else do we have? What else happened, Shashank, this week?
महाराष्ट्र में जो छत्रपति शिवाजी महाराज की प्रतिमा, जो स्टैचू है, वो गिर जाने की वजह से, उसके बाद पहले उस पे अजीत पवार ने माफी मांगी, फिर बहुत प्रोटेस्ट वगैरह देखने को मिला महाविकास आघाड़ी के द्वारा. और देन वी सॉ द प्राइम मिनिस्टर वाज इन महाराष्ट्र एंड मुंबई BKC also he had come, so he had apologized for the statue collapse.
In fact, this is the incident that happened earlier this week in Sindhudurg district of Maharashtra, where a 35 foot statue of Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj, who's
एक 1.5 करोड़ उड़ाए थे उसमें.
it was spent on 1.5 crore was,
पूरा पैसा
2.5
वो हो गया.
so that statue collapsed amid heavy rains, winds. Some said it was not. It was rushed into. As far as the construction was concerned, it was inaugurated by Prime Minister Narendra Modi along with Chief Minister Eknath Shinde, both the deputy chief ministers by his side, in December itself. 4th December, I think, Navy Day. It was in 2023, and just 8 months into that, this statue collapsed. And we could be sitting in Mumbai, knowing a lot of people in the state, in different parts of the state. It really hurt sentiments.
ये एक्चुअली वही है ना कि मराठा प्रोटेस्ट एक टाइम पे ऐसा इतना पीक पे चल रहा है, और उस टाइम पे इस तरीके की चीजें हो रही है, तो ऐसा आप बोल सकते हो कि बीजेपी के साथ हुआ. बीजेपी अपने महाराष्ट्र में एटलीस्ट आज लोएस्ट पे है, ऐसा आप बोल सकते हो आज.
And nobody saw it coming.
सब बुरा हो, सब हर चीज बुरा ही हो रहा है.
And I mean, when the statue collapsed, there were photos of the head in some place. Initially, I think the government they shifted the blame to the Navy. that it was the Navy who did it. The guy who the person who sculpted it, who made it, he's on the run. He hasn't been caught yet.
अब कांग्रेस करे कि उसका अब कोई मतलब बीजेपी से कनेक्शन है, आरएसएस से कनेक्शन है, ऐसे भी आरोप लगाए
हाँ, Samna said that the guy who made it is a friend of
आपटे
he's a friend of Shrikant Shinde, who's the son of Maharashtra Chief Minister Eknath Shinde, and the MP from Kalyan constituency. That really created a lot of furor on social media. But I want to get both of you rather your opinion on something that Sujit talked about in his editorial earlier this week. That the collapse of that statue is just one of the many things that are literally and figuratively collapsing in the country. Literally, you look at bridges in the country, you look at whatever cracks in Atal Setu, and figuratively, freedom of press. I would like to add that there are some things that are collapsing, that is not good, but is still collapsing. So, what do you guys think? Larger problem of governance, and even in this Shivaji Maharaj statue issue, there are now reports that the final clearance from the Maharashtra government was not given. The statue was made in flat 3, 4, 5 months, and this hurried nature
इलेक्शन के पहले ही
नहीं, इलेक्शन पहले के भी नहीं, मतलब इट इज जस्ट दिस हरीड नेचर. नहीं, वो इनका एक्स नेता का अपॉइंटमेंट अभी मिला है, तो एक टॉप डाल दो, वो एक सीमेंट का कुछ एक टॉप डाल दो.
राम मंदिर भी तो
राम मंदिर
ने बोला था कि मत करिए, अभी जब इनॉग्रेशन कंप्लीट, जब मंदिर ही कंप्लीट नहीं है तो हाउ कैन यू इनॉग्रेट. शंकराचार्य ने जाने से भी मना कर दिया था.
इज आवर गवर्नेंस कोलैप्सिंग?
जल्दी बिल्कुल 240 सीट पे आ गए हैं, उसके बाद से जिस तरीके से डगमगा रही है प्रधानमंत्री की कुर्सी, तो बिल्कुल मुझे तो
हाँ, सॉरी go ahead. Sorry, I interrupted you.
मैं वही कह रहा हूँ कि जिस तरीके से आपकी अलायंस का आपको जब सपोर्ट नहीं मिल रहा है, आपका कंटेंशियस चीजों पे आप बैकफुट पे है, इस तरीके से बीजेपी को हमने कभी फंक्शन करते हुए देखा नहीं है ना. गुजरात में भी जब मोदी जी ने शासन किया तो थम्पिंग मेजोरिटी में किया, तो वो कहीं ना कहीं उसका रिफ्लेक्शन भी देखने को मिल रहा है. तो
it reminds me of the Murphy's Law. Murphy's Law says that anything that has to go wrong will go wrong.
बिल्कुल. लेकिन शुभम एक और मैं ऐड करना चाहूंगा. अगर आपको थोड़ा बहुत धुंधला याद हो तो यूपीए के शासन काल में भी 2014 में जब शिफ्ट हो रहा था तो सब चीजें एक साथ बुरा हो रहा था उनके साथ. एक पैरेलल ड्रॉ नहीं करने की कोशिश कर रहा हूँ मैं, बात बता रहा हूँ कि यूपीए भी जब ट्रांसफर ऑफ पावर्स के पहले का जो अगर 6 महीना 8 महीना आप देखो तो उस टाइम पे सब चीजें जो है बुरी चल रही थी.
स्कैम के ऊपर स्कैम एलिगेशंस, अन्ना प्रोटेस्ट. But just what I want to know from you is again a point that Sujit mentioned, and the reason why I'm repeating this point is because it's important. It's important that this point is emphasized and re-emphasized upon. That if there is a road in your neighborhood, there is a statue in your neighborhood, you have the Prime Minister or the Chief Minister who come and inaugurate it. There's a lot of photo ops, there's a lot of banner bazi in and around that area. Thank you for inaugurating, thank you for gifting us that. But when such things go wrong, initially the knee-jerk reaction is to shift the blame away, and it's only when the Prime Minister had to he really came to Maharashtra. He was inaugurating the Vadhavan port, and there he said that I apologize. So don't you think then that should be the case, that आप आओ inaugurate करो. If something goes wrong,
गलती का टोकरा किसी और पे डाल दो.
हाँ, वो in this case it was the Navy. Shivaji Maharaj statue it was the Navy. So
इसमें पहले तो मैं एक जो स्टैचू कोलैप्स है उस पे मेरा एक पॉइंट है कि महाराष्ट्र में कुछ ऐसी पर्सनालिटीज है जो महाराष्ट्र का फंडामेंटल बनाती है, जो महाराष्ट्र सोसाइटी का फंडामेंटल बनाती है. उसमें से एक है छत्रपति शिवाजी महाराज, और भी बहुत सारे, जैसे
शाहू फुले अम्बेडकर. यस,
शाहू फुले, महात्मा फुले, बी आर अम्बेडकर है. और उसमें से सबसे बड़ा जो फंडामेंटल है ना, सबसे बड़ा ब्रिक, वो है छत्रपति शिवाजी महाराज. तो एक बहुत बहुत हैवी सेंटिमेंट लोगों के, कोई भी हो, वो कोई माइग्रेट करके भी महाराष्ट्र में आएगा ना, तो भी वो जो रिस्पेक्ट है शिवाजी महाराज, हाँ, वो ही इज गॉड फॉर ऑल द महाराष्ट्रियंस एंड फॉर इंडिया.
Correct.
और ये जो स्टैचू गिरा है, ये बहुत लोगों ने जो लिया है वो
It has hurt sentiments.
बहुत
It has- yeah,
सेंटिमेंट
it has-
हर्ट हुआ है, लोगों के बहुत सेंटिमेंट हर्ट हुआ है.
Hmm.
और मैंने मोदी जी का स्पीच भी सुना था पालघर में.
Hmm.
वो थोड़ा मतलब ऐसे सॉरी बोल रहे थे जैसे थोड़ा ऐसा उपकार कर रहे हो, इतना
And that-
एरोगेंटली जो सॉरी बोल रहे थे. मैं यहाँ पे आया हूँ अपना मस्तक शिवाजी, छत्रपति शिवाजी महाराज के चरणों में. मतलब आप थोड़ा आराम से sorry
It is arrogant. The word just said. It doesn't help your case when your party is already not in the best of shape. When such a thing happens, again, this is not some conspiracy that nahi giraya gaya. All of that I'm not saying, and neither has any report come out that says that. But the fact that you inaugurated it 8 months back. Like the new parliament with the Sengol, like with your
वंदे भारत के केस में हमने शुभम क्या देखा है कि जब ट्रेन एक्सीडेंट होता है तो फिर वैष्णव साहब पहले आगे रहते, लेकिन मोदी नहीं रहते वहां पे.
but inaugurate करने के लिए पहले आते
ट्रेन के लिए पहले आगे रहते.
correct.
सो वो एक चीज है ना कि मतलब आप ऐसी किसी चीज से एसोसिएट ही नहीं होना चाहते हो जो कहीं फेलियर को इंडिकेट करे.
That is the arrogance. I think that really underlines it, and especially in the case that just mentioned when he apologized, it really didn't look like it came from his heart. Because let's be very clear, who we are talking about, whose statue it is we are talking about. Yes, now the ruling party, I think Ashish Shelar was the first person from the ruling party from the BJP to who have come out to have apologized. Ajit Pawar apologized later. I think
apology अगर नहीं आता ना तो लोग और मतलब
already वैसे ही they are not too,
और गुस्सा था वो लोग को. वो अच्छा हुआ उन्होंने apology दिया.
I mean, anyone in their right mind would have done it. Ashish Shelar did it. He's the Mumbai BJP president, and then the deputy chief minister Ajit Pawar, he also apologized, and now everyone said that we will make
एक आयरनी बोलूं मैं. जब ये छत्रपति शिवाजी महाराज का जो स्टैचू कोलैप्स हुआ उसके बाद टाइमलाइन देखो, क्रोनोलॉजी समझो आप लोग. जब स्टैचू कोलैप्स हुआ उसके कुछ घंटों बाद सीएम साहब का एक पॉडकास्ट आता है. सीएम साहब के पॉडकास्ट में सीएम साहब स्टैचू कोलैप्स के बारे में स्टैचू के बारे में मेंशन करते हैं कि प्रधानमंत्री जी आए. और वो शूट पहले हुआ है, वो बस अपलोड वो लोग ने शायद देखा नहीं होगा वो, लेकिन वहाँ पे ध्यान से सुनना हो पॉडकास्ट में. बोलूंगा नहीं मैं, आप समझ जाओगे. तो वहाँ पे वो लोग ने सीएम साहब ने बोला है कि प्रधानमंत्री जी सिंधुदुर्ग आए थे, उन्होंने इतना बड़ा मस्त स्टैचू इनॉग्रेट किया और 1.2 करोड़ का कॉस्टिंग हुआ था. और ये कोलैप्स के बाद की बात है.
Just a few hours after that.
कर देते यार.
In fact, we'll not take the name of that influencer, but a very popular influencer, content creator, interviewed the Maharashtra chief minister, or rather that interview came out just, I think, like you said, hours after that statue collapse.
और कमेंट में लोग लिख रहे हैं कि वो जो आपने स्टैचू मेंशन किया है महाराज का, वो गिर गया है वो.
It's while it actually sounds laughable, but when you consider the sentiments, particularly with the statue and what has happened now, of course. Each political party is saying we'll go out, we'll make an even bigger statue, we'll make a 50-feet statue, the BRICS, our party workers will gather for that new statue. But the point is not that
महाराष्ट्र नवनिर्माण सेना के राज ठाकरे ने कहा है कि छत्रपति शिवाजी महाराज ने जो चीजें बोली है उसके ऊपर लाइब्रेरी बनाओ, बुक्स बनाओ या उनके सिद्धांतों पे चलो. तो उनका एक थोड़ा
मैं तो बोलता हूँ कि उनके जो फोर्ट्स है भाई उनको आप
रिस्टोर करो.
रिस्टोर करो यार.
Absolutely.
क्या फोर्ट्स है.
I think the Shivaji Maharaj that netas talk about, if they would have even adopted or thought of having adopted even half the ideals of that great man, things would have been really different. But just again, the pointed question to you, is our governance collapsing?
गवर्नेंस, हाँ, मतलब आपने छत्रपति शिवाजी महाराज के लिए आपने सॉरी बोला, ठीक है, अच्छी बात है, लेकिन बहुत सारे ब्रिजेस भी कोलैप्स हुए. बहुत गुजरात में ब्रिज कोलैप्स हुआ. आपने वो तो क्या वीडियो था, वो इतना नजदीक से शूट कर रहा था, पूरा ब्रिज ऐसे गिरा, मेरे को लगा वो शूट करने वाला भी गिरा.
सॉरी बोलना चाहिए.
मणिपुर, बिहार में तो इट्स बिकम लाइक मतलब होता है ना, like
Streak
a
बन रहा है वहाँ पे
हाँ
streak.
वहाँ पे स्ट्रीक इट्स समथिंग
20,
अलग ही चल रहा है उनका
10,
12
12, 13,
every
14,
day
15,
in 2 months,
अरे
1 month,
बाप
2
रे।
months, and again
अरे उसमें एक स्टोरी आया था, एक बैरन लैंड है, बैरन लैंड में बीच में एक छोटा सा रिजर्वायर है, वाटर का रिजर्वायर, और आराम से आदमी वो साइड में से जाके अपने डेस्टिनेशन पे जा सकता है। उसके ऊपर वो लोग ने ब्रिज बना दिया। मतलब वो फोटो इतना खतरनाक फोटो है वो। उसके ऊपर इन्वेस्टिगेशन हुआ है, मतलब बोला गया था कि इन्वेस्टिगेशन हो रहा है, अभी क्या है
of course,
हाँ
of course, like always.
हाँ,
हाँ.
और HW ने स्टोरी भी किया है उसके ऊपर,
हाँ.
आप देखना वो। और ऐसा वो ब्रिज बनाया है, मतलब जो बनाया है आपने वो कोलैप्स हो रहे हो, और यहाँ पे आप ऐसे ब्रिज बना रहे, बैरन लैंड पे ब्रिज बना रहे हो आप।
It is I don't know what to say. Matlab, I just don't know what to say. This Atal Setu cracks. But again, the larger point being, if you look at it from an infrastructure point of view, it is scary when engineers, when authorities, the agencies, and in fact, Josh is showing me that photo of that bridge in Bihar that he talked about. But again, when the scary bit is when authorities, engineers, everyone is really ordered to meet a certain deadline without keeping in mind the safety norms, the standards. I mean, it is as basic as the pothole outside your house. And being the son of a civil engineer, I can say that my father's explained to me this very clearly, that when there is some patchwork that has to be done, or where a fresh road has to be laid, you have to give it a certain amount of time. Certain days have to be given for that cement or whatever that material is to settle. Just the time so that we can prepare that and then throw it open. In our case, it has just become haphazard. Okay, he's coming tomorrow. Just lay whatever you can on the road or on a statue. कितना भी जल्दी आप उसको बना के दे सकते हो. बाहर से make it look absolutely stunning. The road, cars cruising at 100 kilometers per hour. Once the dignitary, the prime minister, mainly the prime minister or the chief minister is out, then उस पे खड्डे आ रहे हैं, वो स्टैचू गिर रहा है, and तब मालूम पड़ता है रियलिटी क्या है. When you compare it to taxpayers' money, and but उसमें पता है जश, it's a repetitive exercise. Like the governance bid, statue is one bit. Of course, now they've said we'll make another statue in roads also. You fill. Say if there's a pothole that comes up on the highway that you're driving, you fill it. You of course procure the cement or whatever the supply is from somewhere. You lay it and then you leave it, and then 2 months later, you have the pothole back in its place. And then you again procure the material and then you do it. So in that case, taxpayers' money is being wasted, and some people are, I'm sure, benefiting from this whole procuring material business.
इसमें ट्विटर पे मैंने एक मीम देखा था, जब बजट वो हुआ था,
यूनियन बजट,
सीतारमन ने बजट प्रेजेंट किया था, उसमें सब बिहार को भी स्पेशल पैकेज वगैरह दिया था, और उसके साथ टैक्स स्लैब्स भी अनाउंस किए गए थे, नए टैक्स स्लैब्स। तो एक बंदा बोलता है कि हाँ, मतलब हम लोग 20-30% जो भी टैक्स दे रहे हैं फॉर द ब्रिजेस व्हिच विल कोलैप्स इन बिहार।
And that is the sad note. I think on that note, gentlemen, we can wind up this week's podcast. We talked about governance collapsing and the language of certain parliamentarians also collapsing, if that really makes sense. So thank you, Josh. Thank you, Shashank, for joining me. To our listeners, thank you so much for tuning into HW News and listening to this podcast. A quick suggestion: please leave your comments, any feedback that you may have for the three of us, or even in fact for the team at HW. Our endeavor is to make this a casual, like the title suggests, newsroom charcha, how we discuss things in the newsroom. So any feedback, any particular topic that you want us to talk about at length. So and we hope to make it like a weekly thing and stick to the punctuality as is. So on that note, thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you so much for listening. This is Shubham Chauhan signing off, and subscribe to HW News English for more such content.